Okay, this video is made for anybody interested in growing Paw Paws in a desert environment. So I have the intention of getting 6 or 7 Paw Paw trees and growing them here on my hillside. Just to give you a little background information, these are 2 Paw Paw seedlings right here. And this is a year or 2 growth for these seedlings. I'm going to plant them in to prepare for the other grafted varieties that I'll be ordering here in the next month or 2. I currently live in St. George, Utah. This is a really desert climate. It is zoned 8B, so not quite zone 9, but close enough to make a difference that these guys might not make it. And here is a hillside. So on this hillside, I dug about 4 or 5 feet deep. In this hillside, it's retained by rocks. We have really clay type soil here. Drainage is not so good, so I amended some compost with the soil and then put cardboard over it, and the cardboard's been on the amended soil for a couple of months now. So I tried to prepare some stuff for these Paw Paws in the best possible manner. I'm going to hand water these seedlings until I get my other Paw Paws and plant those so that I can put a water line and water these guys, because I guess they take about 32 inches a year or something of water, which I guess is a ton of water for these Paw Paws, and I probably won't get them for about 5 years, but I thought I'd try this out, do this video. I'm going to plant 2 Paw Paws here, a seedling here, and a seedling here. They're about 6 to 7 feet apart. When I get the other Paw Paws, I will plant a second Paw Paw tree next to the seedling, same with here. So that way I have a seedling right next to a grafted variety, so I can get some good cross-pollination between those trees. Here, this is a nice big hill. It's about 20 feet high, and it faces southeast-ish. So these guys will get plenty of sun. The sun is over there. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. The sun's up there, but anyways, 9 o'clock in the morning, and all of these Paw Paws will get good southern sun, 100%. So I'm going to plant these right now, build a cage, and put 50% shade cloth over them to protect them for the first couple of years. I'll do that with the other Paw Paws. So I'll put these guys in the ground right now and go from there. I got these seedlings from One Green World. They shipped nice in the box, pretty wet. They don't look like they have the best coloring in terms of green. They look a little light green instead of a nice dark green, but that could be just that they're young seedlings. So I'll get these planted and we'll go on from there. So here is a side note. This is in the container, which I guess it looks like it's a 5.5 inch container. It is not the long one, so you can see here these guys tend to get big tap roots, but you can see that it's root bound in the bottom here. The tap root has not been able to go straight down. It's kind of twisting around itself. So I don't know how well this will last or if it will even work, but I think that's of note. Try to get one that has a long taproot container so that it doesn't get bound up like this, especially when it's a year or 2 old. So I'm going to plant this. We'll see if it grows down or if it just dies, but we'll try that out. Okay, so here I have them planted. Here's the first seedling. There's the second seedling. This is the 50% mesh shade cloth, whatever you want to call it. You can see inside there, there's the little Paw Paw. Okay, so both the Paw Paw trees kind of had slight root bounding in the containers, so I don't know how well they will grow or if they will last long or not, but this is an experiment. So here's the down low for St. George. It is currently May 12th, and the temperature is supposed to get up to 85 degrees today. Temperatures usually don't get into the hundreds until June, which is next month, but with this shade cloth, it should really help out. Also, I'm a little concerned about the hillside with the sun hitting off the hillside and increasing the temperature on these guys. So I'm going to keep a close eye on them each week, make sure that I'm watering them good enough because they need a good amount of water. And pH for the soil, I tested it and it's at 7. So I'm going to take some sulfur and put it around to decrease the acidity to about 6.5 or 6, since these guys tend to thrive in more acidic soils. It should drain well. Once I dug about 4 or 5 feet down into the ground, I hit a good little sandy layer. So hopefully it has enough drainage for the pawpaws. We'll see what happens. I put some mulch, a couple of inches in there to help out with moisture levels, so we'll retain it better. When I get the other pawpaws, I'll probably plant them in September or October because I don't want to plant them in the heat of the sun to shock them too much, they'll kill them. So that's the theory. I'm wondering if it is too late to plant these guys in May. I know ideally you want them planted when they are dormant and they have no green shoots on them or green leaves, but I was not in that situation. So total experiment out here in the desert of St. George, Utah. Try it out, see how it works. Give you an update in a couple weeks.